All right, what's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Josh OT podcast. Another episode this thing that I haven't done in a long time. It's been maybe over a month since I've uploaded. I've just been messing around. I should hop on these episodes way more often. I've been trying to get on a little schedule, so maybe we'll hop back into the swing of things. I just wanted to make a little short episode, little impromptu episode. There's not no notes. No notes today. I don't usually do good when there's no notes, but I just wanted to get back in the swing of things. So here we are today, making another episode, hoping that we can make the most of it. Today, what I really wanted to tackle was first off, sorry if there's anybody even listening right now that knew about me, that saw my previous episodes. Sorry for not popping up. I am gonna try my best. I'm doing my best to try and fix schedules around myself. I'm doing my best to orient myself into the person that I need to be in order to get the success that I want. But I know where I'm at today, and today I'm at a short little episode. Today, that's what we're gonna do. Maybe like a 25-minute, 20-minute episode. Nothing much. I just wanted to hit a few topics, and mainly some Jets stuff, some Jets injuries. I want to hit that, but above all, today was the day. Today was the day that the New England Patriots named Cam Newton as their starting quarterback. Wow! Beautiful New England. This is nobody wanted to see this. Nobody in the league wanted to see them pick up Cam Newton, name him the starting quarterback. I mean, you're gonna love to see it. I was a huge fan of Cam Newton before he was on the New England Patriots. Now, it's not to say that I'm not a fan of Cam Newton, but obviously, I would, it's not that. I don't know, bro. I would like it if he didn't have as much success. He almost had a perfect season before, and I'm a firm believer that he could pull something like that out of the hat again. Now, if you look at a previous episode that I made, I said that I don't believe Cam Newton's going to be the starter, and it was all based off of these rumors that we were getting from the New England Patriots camp that they were all in on Jarrett Stidham. They love the guy. He's this, he's that. Cam Newton's he's in a competition. Nobody really knows about him. He hasn't played for a year. He had an injury. We got to see what's going on. It's a very important injury in his shoulder, I believe. We had to see what was happening, but we all knew this was coming. We all knew that Cam Newton was going to be named the number one quarterback in Foxborough over there, and really it got solidified a couple days ago. I don't know how many days ago, but a couple days ago, I don't know if you know. Don't know if you know. But if you were keeping up with the times, you saw that Bill Belichick came out and gave glowing reviews of Cam Newton. It was beautiful. It was a sight to see. You normally don't see Bill Belichick really gassing up his players like that. It came out of the blue. It was a little wild. But that's when everybody knew. For sure. As we got closer to the wire, rumors started coming out that, Stidham wasn't really getting the job done in practice. Cam Newton, yeah, it was a different story. We were all seeing that Cam Newton was just getting it done. We all saw not only was he getting it done on the field at practice, because the games haven't started. 10 days, I believe. 10 days as of recording. September 3rd, 2020. 10 days until the start of the new football season. Isn't that amazing? Not none of us, but a good chunk of us, including me, did not think that we would even get here. What a surprise. What a beautiful surprise. I can't wait. Oh, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to make content on actual games. I kind of got a problem with making content like prediction-type content. I don't have a problem with other creators making them, with other TV shows making them, because you got to make your money. That's, And let me say this. There's some people that do it way better than other people. I know we all saw that viral shot. I think it was last year. Some dude said, the Broncos were going, 0 and something or something like that. And then Drew Lock came out and won him a few games. Everybody saw that, and they were like, listen, man. Listen, this is some trash he just laid out on national television. They gave him a whole mess of L's. And I think they even gave the Jets a whole bunch of W's, which, in hindsight, man, we all had a whole bunch of hope. I mean, when it first started off, when we saw that they got Adam Gase, we were already, expectations were a little low. And then A lot of people were saying we were going to make it to the playoffs. We were going to make it to the playoffs. I bought into it because I'm a Jets fan, because I want to see us win, because I want to see us in the damn playoffs. It's been a while. The only time I've ever seen them in the playoffs was when I started to be a Jets fan in like 2010, 2011. And that's when I really started to watch football. You know, it was good times. It was definitely good times. We did not make it, though, and that was sad times. And I'm done with those sad times, and I was pretty hype last year when it looked like our offense was clicking, when it looked like Sam Darnold was getting the moves done, when it looked like, we upgraded at the wide receiver position. We still had big man, the Big 11, what's his name? Robbie Anderson, the sun god. We still had him in the building. We still had, it was a lot of hope to be had. Now, we knew for a fact that the offensive line was going to be trash, and it was trash. We brought in, who was it, Ryan Khalil? We brought in Ryan Khalil. No disrespect to the man. No disrespect to the great and powerful Ryan Khalil, coming off of retirement from the Panthers. You know, during his time in the league, from what I know, from what I can recall, he had a pretty solid year, or a solid career. It didn't really pan out coming out of retirement. It was not a good move on Joe Douglas's part. But, hey, that's neither here nor there. We're on a new look Jets. Joe Douglas has moved plenty of people, and he's going to need a whole lot of help because Cam Newton is on the Patriots. He's the starting quarterback. Listen, man, we saw that Cam Newton was making really good strides off the field. That was one of the biggest questions coming into the Patriots. He is not, everybody's saying he is not a Patriots guy. A Patriots guy does not talk like Cam Newton talks. It's a new year, boys. It's a new time. It's 2020. 2020 Cam Newton is a winning Cam Newton. And that's not to say that before Cam Newton, before 2020 Cam Newton was not a winning Cam Newton, because obviously he was at times. Not every time, but at times. And most of the time, it was when he was healthy and he could really be Cam Newton. And it's looking like ain't no reports coming out of Patriots camp. Cam Newton's hold on. Now that I think about it, not that they would say that Cam Newton was having any type of injury problems, his shoulder's still messing with him. And I think even if it was, Cam Newton would not say anything. He'd probably just run through the motions trying to get this damn job. He got the job. Today it came out, homie got the job, but we all saw it, as I was saying before, we all saw it coming when Bill Belichick's giving him some glowing reviews. Talking about his work ethic, which, wow, great stuff to hear from one of the hardest working men in all of football, Bill Belichick, complimenting somebody else on their work ethic. Beautiful. It's listen, man, I'm a big fan of football. Obviously, got a football channel trying to make it work. I'm a huge fan of football. I really like Cam Newton. I do. I really like him way less now that he's on the Patriots. Doesn't change the fact that Cam Newton is a beautiful talent. Cam Newton can throw the rock, bro. That man can go all around the field. He can make some runs off. He's not the fastest quarterback. He's no Lamar Jackson. He's not even Michael Vick. But he can run every now and then. And it really messes with the defense's head. And this is what we're going to see. As Jets fans, if you're watching this and you're a Jets fan, and I would imagine that who I'm reaching is mostly Jets fans, because I'm a small, really tiny, puny creator right now. I don't even have a video going on. It's all just audio. I want that to be upgraded. Don't know when. I don't really like the setup in my room for this. I can make some alterations. I can see where this is going, but I'm a really small creator. I feel like the only ones that I'm reaching right now is Jets fans, if I'm reaching anybody. And, we got a lot to deal with. We got a lot on our plate. Joe Douglas got a lot on his plate. Adam Gase got a whole mess on his plate, man. Mohamed Sanu's out there. I want to pick him up just for the Patriots' knowledge. He was around for Cam Newton, seeing what they were doing. If he could say, these are the packages that they're using. Cam Newton's lining up like this. Maybe even Stidham is in there every now and then. He could be some valuable information. On top of it, we're really hurting at the wide receiver position. Not only the wide receiver position, but a hell of a lot of different positions. The New York Jets, once again, I believe, have one of the most injured rosters in all of football. And right now, there's a lot of injuries going around. But let me just rattle off. Let me rattle off the list of people that is injured for the New York Jets. And as I was alluding to before, one of the biggest rooms that's injured is the wide receiver room. It's another year of this. It's another year of the Jets not having any wide receivers. You miss Enunwa. As a Jet fan, you really miss Quincy Enunwa. And side note, as a Jets fan, you really miss Bilal Powell. I don't know why with all the running back injuries that we're getting, that we're not talking to Bilal Powell. I don't understand it. Bilal Powell, even last year, was still showing that he's a consistent threat on the field. He's not a star running back. Bilal Powell's not top-end running back. Bilal Powell is a hell of a worker. He's a hell of a New York Jet, and I love to see him on every Sunday. That's neither here nor there because it doesn't look like we're going to go for Bilal Powell. Last time I checked, we picked up a running back that we had already cut. And then today, we cut him again. We're just running through the cycles. This is what's happening. We did it with a guy, Kiofi or something like that. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. I doubt Kiofi, whatever your name is going to hear this, so I apologize. I definitely got your name wrong. I can tell you that. He was a safety. We let him go, bring him in. Let him go, bring him in. Now, this could be regular football stuff. I'm not really sure. I'm only just a few years into really tracking what's going on. But, why are we not bringing in Bilal Powell? That's a tangent, though. Let's head back to the real stuff. Let's go back to the injuries. I just wanted to list off what we got. Get ready, because it's a whole mess of players. Just today, Brashad Perryman's still questionable, still not coming in. Isn't practicing Thursday. He's not coming in yet, and we just finished training camp, I believe. Just finished it. But that's just one. Brashad Perryman, we brought him in this year, maybe seeing if he could, show some flashes. Maybe we could sign him for a longer-term deal. Right now, I believe Brashad Perryman is on a one-year deal. That don't mean nothing for the future, obviously. And the fact that he's not playing right now because he's got an injury, a knee injury, we're not really seeing. And it was a little exciting because before he got injured, we were seeing some nice reviews coming out of training camp about Brashad Perryman. And being the New York Jets and not having a number one wide receiver for I don't know how long. I don't even know if I could consider Brandon Marshall number one. I just think him and Fitzpatrick had really good chemistry. It really worked out. I don't know the last time we had a true number one wide receiver. What's homie's name? I gotta sign ball. Santonio Holmes? Now, Santonio Holmes is a controversial figure, but he might be the last one. I might be talking out of my ass, though, because I don't know. That was a long time ago. I was a child. But let me go down this line here, this list of injured New York Jets players. We get it every year. It's a long list every year. It's like a big old receipt. Big old receipt we get every year of injured players. Maybe not every year. Just last year it left a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, offensive tackle Cameron Clark, guard Alex Lewis, wide receiver Jamison Crowder, wide receiver Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims, if you don't know, is our second-round draft pick from this year. Now, he came out yesterday and said he was asked whether or not he'd be there for week one. He says absolutely, no question about it. So that's great news. What's not great news, obviously, is that he's missed a lot of time on the practice field, and that's valuable time, especially coming into this year. I brought it up when I was talking about Kyler Murray and his boys coming in. In that episode, I brought up what are the factors this year of brand new teams coming in together, trying to get it all working during the coronavirus. I had an episode on that, and time is so valuable right now. No preseason. There's a hell of a lot of players that are going to be free agents that deserve a roster spot, but they never got the chance in the preseason to really show what they are. And that's life, man. That's what's going on right now. And it's sad to see. Maybe next year it'll start to correct itself, and a lot of free agents. I could definitely see it. I could definitely see that next year a lot of free agents start getting picked up, and we start seeing all these diamonds in the rough that a lot of teams had to let go just because we didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough time on the practice field. We didn't have any preseason, which is where those kind of fringe guys really make their, that's where they really start to shine. It really sucks, but Denzel Mims is out. He lost a lot of time. Hopefully when he comes in week one, we can see some beautiful football coming out of him. I don't know. Nobody knows. We'll see. Next on the list, Patrick Unwusor. Unwusor? He's a linebacker. We picked him up from the Ravens, I believe. Or not from the Ravens. He got released from the Ravens, I believe. He was just a veteran presence that we brought in. Nothing too special, but a good player. A good player from what I know. Questionable. All over this damn list here. Next up, Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan. Left out from tightness, though. But look at that. Another wide receiver. We brought him in just this week. Or the end of last week. We just brought in Chris Hogan to see what he could do for us. Already injured. It sucks, man. It sucks. Next up really stinks. LaMichael Pirine. LaMichael Pirine, if you don't know, he's 4th round pick, maybe? Or was 4th round Jabari Zuniga. Or Jabari Zuniga. I think, I don't really know. I just know that we picked him up this year. Another guy who was having a decent offseason program. Questionable. Low ankle sprain. We'll see. Likely to avoid a long-term absence. I'm just hoping that all of these is that very case. Likely to avoid long-term absence. Obviously, we're all hoping that. Jeff Smith, wide receiver. Shoulder expected to miss 2 weeks. Jeff Smith, another guy that was lighting it up. Lawrence Cage, wide receiver, another guy that was lighting it up. I don't know what's happening with his wide receiver room. And then we got Greg Van Roten, Terrell Basham. Oh, let me see, Van Roten pulled from Wednesday scrimmage due to an oblique injury. Ralph Facciano of Sportsnet New York reports. Greg Van Roten, another guy we just brought in. Terrell Basham, linebacker. He's more of a depth guy, Terrell Basham, but he had some decent plays last year. John Franklin Myers, defensive end, questionable. Pierre Desir, cornerback, questionable. That's another room that's depleted. Because on top of Pierre Desir, we got Brian Pullout, questionable. Joe Flacco, status, out. And that's the thing with the signing of Joe Flacco that we all had to say when we got him. We like the signing, but he's not going to be able to play for the first few weeks, and that's what it's looking like it's going to be. He's got that injury. Jordan Willis, defensive end, questionable. Matthias Farley, safety, questionable. James Burgess, linebacker, questionable. Vincent Smith, another wide receiver, questionable. Out. Smith will require a surgery to address a core muscle injury and expected to be sidelined 5 to 8 weeks. See, there's so many injuries, I couldn't even keep track of all of them. Corbin Kafusi, offensive tackle. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we were actually putting Kafusi at tight end, and we were testing him out over there, and we were getting some promising results. Look at that, man. He's out, too. Now, knock on wood, hoping that Chris Herndon can make it through this year fully healthy, and we're not going to be that thin at the tight end room. It looks like I don't see Ryan Griffin on this list, so that's great to hear, because I know he was on the injured list for a little bit. And then the last guy on the list, Jabari Zuniga, defensive end, questionable, another rookie from this year. Now, this is way better than what I've seen a lot of other people do. We've seen in the news some rookies go down with season-ending injuries. And it makes you think whether or not the coronavirus has anything to do with it, with the fact that nobody really had time in the off season. They didn't have the access that they normally have. You just don't know. They weren't really prepared for some of this contact or the workouts that we're having going on. And so at least from that standpoint, as a Jets fan, you can say, hey, at least we don't have any rookies, knock on wood, as of late that are out for the season. But it's another list. What do we got? Let me count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 players on the injury list. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome to being a New York Jets fan, at least under Adam Gase. Now, I'm not blaming Adam Gase. I see some people online blaming Adam Gase. I'm not blaming him, and it's mostly because I don't really know. I don't know football like that when it comes to coaching. I don't really know if there's something he could really be doing that's getting these players messed up like this. But you hate to see it, and it's another year of this happening, and not only that, but we had some major opt-outs. Most importantly, C.J. Mosley opted out of the season, so that's our best defensive player out. And then obviously we traded Jamal Adams. Goodbye, Jamal Adams. Thank you for just lying to all the Jets fans. And I was a big fan. I was a huge fan of Jamal Adams. Thank you for lying. It's a new day, though. We got some new players. We got Bradley McDougald, and let's see how that one works out. But it's hard. It's hard. Once again, we're missing a lot of people we should not be missing. What can you do? What can you do as a Jets fan? You got to sit back and take it. Listen, I'm just hoping for a beautiful season. I got, I think, 10 days till the season starts. I can't wait. I can't wait to see Sam Darnold out there. I got a lot of questions about how this offensive line is going to go. I got a lot of questions about how we're going to get it done with all these third string, fourth string wide receivers, man. But I'm excited. I'm super excited, and I cannot wait. And I think that's all for today. I have no idea how long this was. Let me check how long this was. 21 minutes. It was on the dot. I said 20 to 25. This is what I thought it was going to be. This is just me on my little comeback. I'm trying to do a lot of things to fix my life up to try and get here more often, more consistently. I want to be doing weekly shows. I want to be doing multiple shows a week. I don't see multiple shows a week coming in the near future, but it's happening. I want to do it. I want to do it so bad. I really enjoy what I'm doing here. And I really enjoy this community that I'm in. The Jets community, the football community. It's great. I'm just loving it. Leave a like if you like what you're listening to. Don't leave it if you don't. You got to be honest out here. And if you don't like it, put a comment down. Tell me what you think. I'll read it. I ain't got nothing else to do. I don't got a lot of people commenting where it's a problem to try and read all the comments. So leave one. Even if you just want to talk, I want all engagement that I can get. Let me get it. If you want to talk about something, I'm so happy to talk about something. It's talk football, to do this, and that. Listen, we got football back. We got a huge challenge ahead of us as the Jets team, Jets fans. We got, of course, New England, been over that, and then we got the injuries. We'll see what happens. Thank you for listening. I'm hoping you're having a beautiful day. I'm hoping if you got anything going on mentally, you got anything hard going on, some hard stuff going in your brain, I'm hoping that you're working to make things better. It really starts with you. Do your best to take control of what you can take control of. And I wish nothing but the best. Tell your family you love them. And have a beautiful day, guys. Leave a like if you liked it. I'll see you in the next episode.